How are we doing, everybody? Yeah, this is Steve. Just playing around with the live streaming today, trying to get myself ready to do some live streaming. And I thought part of what I would do is fill you guys in on what's going on in September. So we all know that Angelina Jordan's concert in Portsmouth, New Hampshire is in September, and it's on the 22nd. Starts at 8 o'clock. I got my tickets back in May. My ticket, I'm going by myself. Can't take my dogs, I guess. And anyway, they would probably have a blast there, the dogs. So yeah. So anyway, I just want to let you know. I'm driving up there. It's about 6.5, 7 hour drive, give or take. I've been up in the New England area many times driving up there. It's pretty easy from where I am. I'm in the upstate New York on Canandaigua Lake. It's right in the Finger Lakes area. You can see it on a map. And I just followed the New York State Thruway I-90 right on down right into almost right to the bottom of New Hampshire, and then I can just go up. I'm sure it's not going to be much problem to get there. Um, Now, with that said, there's also an event planned, a gathering, if you will. Pull that up real quick. And I plan on attending that. I was going to do my own thing, but I don't know the area. I don't know the places. I could probably find them all on Google. Um, but I think I'll just go ahead and blend in with whoever's there. I'm going to try to capture as much of the event as I can. I'm going to bring extra batteries and all kinds of other stuff to try to make sure I got what I need to provide to try to capture the moment, I guess, essentially. So here you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this on your screen or not, but it says, this is from Robert. He says, "Hi, Steve, another wonderful mashup." Yeah, thanks. And angels are meeting at Portsmouth Gas Light Company, 2 to 5, September 22nd, the day of the event. The event starts later on. I believe it's 8 o'clock, pretty sure. And anyway, so we're going to go, I'm going to plan on attending that. There's also the possibility of a live stream. That's why I'm practicing. A live stream being set up close by to the venue. And we're hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to try to get together a large group of fans, and I'm going to try to lead you guys in singing a few of Angelina's new songs. We're trying to get our screens together, things like that, so you guys can see the words. Most of you probably don't know most of the words, and we're just going to try to. Hopefully, Angelina will be able to hear us out there if we get enough people together that can sing loud enough. So anyway, that should be a lot of fun. And I think we're gonna have a good time up there. I know that I'm excited. I think that I haven't been to a live concert in forever. I haven't been to a live concert that I really wanted to go to since the 70s. I mean, I've been to a lot of concerts. I worked for an employer that had box seats at a local, it's called the Finger Lakes Performing Arts Center. It's a big outdoor, well, it's covered, the stage is covered, but most of it's outdoor. And they do a lot of big groups come there, a lot of big names come there, and it's a nice facility. And they used to give us free tickets to go to whatever events, and I used to go to some, but as far as being impassioned by music, not until I saw Angelina about 6 years ago, and then all of a sudden things changed, and Angelina would probably be the only person I'd want to go see live right now. There's probably some others out there worth seeing, but um, to make the effort to go, no, just Angelina. I wouldn't make the effort to go probably see anybody else right now. I am a biased fan, no doubt about it. So that's where we are. I'm going to plan on driving up there. I'm going to either leave early on the 22nd, or I might leave the night before. And I was planning on driving home after, but I might have to just grab a room somewhere. I don't have anything planned for that. I'll just do that on the fly. I've traveled around a lot. I don't ever get too caught up in particulars like that, because you can always find something. And I mean, that's, for example, I got married some 10, well, how many years ago was that? Yeah, that was like 13 years ago, right? I'm not married anymore, but I got married and went on a honeymoon to Europe, and I flew into Naples, Italy, and I had a reservation for a car and a room in Naples, and then we had 10 days with no reservations until we got the last day, 10 days we were in Venice, had a reservation at a hotel, and you can't drive cars in Venice. So I turned my car in at where I could turn it in. Off to Venice we went, and then we went to Paris after that. We didn't need a car. And I did have a hotel room in Paris because I wanted to get one right near the Eiffel Tower if I could. So anyway, so the other 10 days, I just had my phone, and I found out ahead of time that it had Europe on it for GPS and so on. And I just, we made a plan of where we wanted to go, and we just did it. Went out, and then we found hotel rooms along the way, and that was all great. So that's how I usually travel. I just don't, I plan what I want to see, what I want to do, where I want to be. If I have a schedule, and I try to make sure I get to all the things I'm supposed to get to. And in the meantime, I just kind of, sometimes I make an ABC list. A, these are the absolute things I got to do. B, these are the things I really want to do while I'm there. And C, these are things if I got a little extra time, this is what I'll try to do. And then I usually deviate from the list a lot, but I just, you pick up things along the way and do what you got to do. That's my form of traveling. And as far as having reservations, you got to have reservations, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Just drive outside of the city a little bit. You'll be fine. And, you don't always get the best accommodations that way, but, you're going to just lay your head down, go to sleep, and then leave. So what do I care? I could sleep in my car if I had to. So that, it's really a luxury to go have a room if I want one. So I'm just filling you guys, just so you guys know what you're dealing with. Okay. Yeah, I'm not kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy for lodgings and things like that. You can always find something. That's the way I look at it. It's like a lot of people, when they go travel, they pack a whole suitcase full of all kinds of stuff, all kinds of clothes and all that. Yeah, I count how many days I'm going to be gone. I take enough clothes for those days, and I pick up an extra set of whatever I might need if I get to a certain place and I got to dress fancy or whatever. I might take a suit or something like that just in case. But usually I just take what I need, and if I need anything else, guess what? They got stores everywhere. You can buy anything you need. Okay. So I don't take a lot of extra stuff. I don't pack. I usually have one small backpack that I take with me, and that's about it. And I've been 2 weeks away from home with a small backpack, and I've survived. I don't know how it happened. So that is that. And I'm really happy that I'm going to be there. And I want to spend time with all the fans, not necessarily just the subscribers to this channel, which I really want to meet as many of those that want to meet me. But I really want to meet fans from all over, from other channels and so on. I'd like to see some of the other reactors that are out there that I know and have been subscribed to for some time. And anybody that's anybody that I can have, if I hear your name and I recognize it, I'd like to just chat with you. That's all. I'm a shy retiring guy. I don't really, yeah, that's not true. If I get, if I get in the middle of something, if I meet up with a bunch of people, I'll probably, I'll be respectful of other people's time, but I'll probably suck up a lot of the oxygen in the room. That's for sure. So, and the other thing, of course, I really wanted to do while I was there was meet Angelina in person. If she's doing an album signing, or I don't know how it works with the EP thing, if there's some kind of signing thing, or her book or whatever. Okay. T-shirts. If she's signing anything, I'm going to go buy it. So I just get a chance to get that close to her and just thank her so much for everything she's done for me in my life. 6 years ago, when I discovered her, singing I Put a Spell on You at 9 years old, she it kind of forced me to look at my life, because part of it was, I was familiar with the Screaming Jay Hawkins version. I think it was 1956. I think he put that. I was born in 1955, but that song was around, and it was such a bizarre video. He was dressed up kind of like a witch doctor, I guess, if you will, and he was a big, scary-looking guy, and it was kind of a bizarre video, and it was black and white back in those days. That was all there was anyway, for the most part. And so I was familiar with it. Wasn't greatly familiar with it, but I was familiar with it, and I'd heard the song numerous times, And anyway, so this little 9-year-old girl from Norway steps out there in no shoes, white dress, black and white video, paying respect to the past, and she made that song. That's her song now. Screaming Jay Hawkins did his thing. Well, guess what? Move over. Here comes the next generation. And Angelina just, that whole video to me is just a standalone masterpiece. So after the video was done, I was thinking, is there such a thing as reincarnation? Because a lot of Screaming Jay Hawk and Angelina kind of emulated a lot of the stuff, but it's all hers. I mean, everything she did was different than Screaming Jay Hawk. But um, it was just the whole thing was beautifully done. I wouldn't change a thing. It was it was unbelievably good. So I actually went down two rabbit holes. One was the Angelina rabbit hole. The other one was the Steve Callaway rabbit hole. Hold on one second. Is there a way to pause this? Hang on, I'll be back. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to. You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear about my problems. So anyway, that's that. So actually, this is what I'm doing right here now. This is practice for that event, and I got to figure out all the technical issues with. This is on my laptop or on my desktop, of course. I'm gonna, I have a webcam, I have some other things, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make sure all that stuff works with this somehow, and make sure we got the Wi-Fi available up there for all the other stuff, and tie it all together and try to get us a good live stream up there. And I'm also going to try, as I said, to try to meet as many people as I can, talk to everybody. I'd like to be able to put together a video afterwards that really kind of captures the whole moment, the fans, the essence of the energy and the everything else that's going on. The only problem I have with doing any of that, I have videoed a lot of things in the past, not anything in the modern era. Um, and the problem with being the videographer is then you focus on the technical stuff of the video and you kind of miss. I've always felt that you miss the event yourself because you're trying to capture it mechanically, and that's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice um, the personal experience because what good is it if I don't share it with somebody? And you guys are it, because I know that's what I'm sharing. I'm sharing it with you, okay? And that will be enough. My dogs probably don't really appreciate it that much, although I'll come home and they'll be able to witness all the all the stuff that I do afterwards. So that's that. Let's go ahead and end this one. I think this was a successful, as far as I can tell, it was a successful short live stream. I may be doing more of these. I kind of like just getting on here rambling and bumbling. I don't have anybody watching, and that's fine. It's new to me, so I didn't announce it. None of that. So there you go. There's what we got. Oh, one more thing too. On my channel, Steve Callaway 1, there's on YouTube. There, I've been doing a weekly update on. I did what I started back in August a Angelina inspired diet plan, and all I wanted to do is lose some weight. When I started working at the marina where I worked this year, I weighed in at 254 the day I started, and back in April, early April. And it happens every winter. I put on weight because I don't do anything, and then I go to work and I lose weight. So that happens every year. It's a natural process because I'm running around doing stuff, not around the refrigerator, and blah blah blah. Everybody knows the deal, right? So I go from 25 steps a day, and that's 5 steps to the refrigerator and 5 steps back to the couch in the winter, and then I get to the marina, and I used to wear a Fitbit watch. It broke, and I don't have another one yet, but I got to get one. And I was averaging between 20 and 25,000 steps a day. That's pretty good. And along with that, physical exercise and a bunch, that goes with the job and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, then you get working, and fine. Actually, the first week is tough actually because you're not used to working. So, you get a little sore and all that. But then after that, you settle into a pace and everything goes pretty good. And so I naturally lose weight anyway. But this year, so when I started the Angelina inspired diet back at the beginning of August, I weighed in at 234 point something, and this morning I weighed in at 216 on the nose. So that's a pretty good, significant weight loss from 254 all the way down to 216. Keeping in mind that I lost 20 pounds before I started the diet, and so from 234 to 216 actually is pretty good too. My goal by the time I get to the Angelina concert is to weigh 210 or less. And 210 is my goal, and I hope to beat the goal because that's the kind of person I am. And who doesn't want to beat their goal, And we'll see how it goes. It should be at this point a piece of cake. The problem with it is, of course, that as you lose weight, it gets tougher to lose weight because all your the water weight's gone, all the easy stuff is gone. Now you got to get to the hard stuff. Now I have been doing some exercise too. I've been doing some crunches. I've been doing some push-ups, trying to tone up the arms a little bit, even though I use them every day. The crunches I think will help with a lot of things, and that's it. And I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. I'm ready to rock and roll, and off I go. So again, I think we're going to end the live stream. I don't even see how to turn it off. It's got to be here someplace, right? There's this button. There's that button. Oh, end stream. Great big red letters. Okay, there you go. So we got that. That's it. If anybody is watching, I think I saw one person come in and leave, and that was. I know it's not my mother. She passed away several years ago. Maybe I don't know who it was. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you stopping in and giving it a shot anyway. And it's really today. This is just for practice. So I'm glad there's not too many people watching because I don't know how good it was. I'll have to go watch it, see how it turned out. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. I'll probably do a few of these little ditties, and that'll wrap that all up. Okay. So thanks again. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.